Oi oi everyone, no respawns here. Hope you're having a grand start to the week. So very pleased to show you this one. This is the Abandoned Mine, which is the latest shelter to drop on the App Store. It dropped last week. It took me a while to build up this one because it was quite a big project, but I'm really pleased with how it turned out. These are already way better than the vault shelters they've done, purely because, like with the vault shelters, they're an annoyance to light. You kind of feel you need to utilize all the space, otherwise it looks off. Whereas because this is a cave, you don't necessarily need to decorate everything. Like, this is the entrance, I haven't even touched it. And there are other bits that I've left a little bit emptier, but honestly, I've used up all the build limit, but realistically you could have just like a small little camp in the corner, then sparsely decorate around to make it look a little bit more natural. But yeah, no, it's absolutely fantastic, and I'm really liking the direction they've gone with this. My one criticism a little bit is the entrance. This is the exit, which looks fine, but the two entrances you have is like a kind of upper level of this one, so a big entrance, which is an absolute nightmare to place, which is a shame because it does look quite cool. And then a doorway which looks like a texture's missing. I don't know if it's going to be fixed. I originally was going to actually do a camp build and then do the shelter afterwards. I might just do the camp build afterwards when I find a place to actually place it. But let's have a look-see around. So my whole premise with this one was kind of a little bit Little Lamplight inspired, a little bit Metro, kind of the Russian Metro inspired, and then just generally all those kind of tunnel raider bases that you stumble across. So this entire entrance is completely bespoke, and what I like about this is because this uses the more relaxed rules that we have in the shelter, making a really kind of like random junky entrance. And you'll see some shacks I've made as well. It's so easy to do, and it blends in really well. So I'm going to go into photo mode for this because I think it just looks better if I do that. It kind of gives you a bit more of a better idea. First bite is with the eye and all that. I have more or less used all of the build limit. There's a few bits I should have covered up, like those generators. But it's to the point where I'm actually quite happy with the amount of work I've gotten done here, considering how much space there is. And yeah, I'm especially pleased. This section right here, like this whole little middle bit, is my favourite bit. So let's go to the middle bit first. Absolutely adore, like, I had so much fun making this. This is just, because the building rules are relaxed, I can place things floating. I made this like random little bridge, but it actually just, honestly, is just like a more secure entranceway. Oh, it looks so good. It looks so good. I'm really pleased. Got my little area there. And one thing, this is the first time I've actually used up all the lights, which was interesting because I was like, oh, I have to actually remove a few and move them around. But honestly, I'm quite pleased. It's a bit darker on that side, but that's the slightly more abandoned side. This is my little jacuzzi area, which had great fun. Again, more relaxed building area. Building rules means I can kind of like place these floor pieces down, which, you know, we were able to do in Fallout 4, but it's a complete novelty being able to do it in Fallout 76. Absolutely love my jacuzzi area so much. Like, I would genuinely kind of, you know, this would be a fairly chill place to have a jacuzzi, minus the fact that, you know, you might have a death claw randomly wander through the entrance. This is so cool. I wouldn't mind maybe like a slightly smaller cave. That would be quite neat. I don't know if they've got any plans in the future. Hopefully they do. But yeah, smaller cave would be quite cool. I like my little toilet here. This is actually a toilet that was on the App Store ages ago. The only thing is it has a mole rat in it, which is a little bit, but it looks cool. I don't know why I put a little sitting area outside, as if you would wait for someone outside. But I was initially going to put a sink there, but you can't have water in shelters, which is mildly annoying. So that's that area there. This is got the main living area here. I used these kind of, I think they were the Blood Eagle out like posts or something, which blend really well. I decided to use everything that looked like it was made by wood and just wooden junk, rather than using, for example, like any of the sheds or the trailers, just because I thought it looked better. And also, you know, kind of dragging a trailer downstairs would be a little bit of a mission. These are a little bit less busily decorated here, because I said with my build limit, I wanted to kind of spread out as much decoration as possible. What I like about this compared to, like, say, for example, the vaults, is that this feels complete. Like I said, it's just that me personally liking to decorate things kind of really busy. But, you know, these little living quarters kind of, they work, and I'm happy. It obviously is a little bit quiet in here. That's just because I've got all the radios turned off. Well, like, the turned off on the volume. Normally, there's loads of music going, so it's got quite fairly lively. I do wish a lot that we were able to have allies in here. Allies and protectrons, like my collectron, would be really nice. And you can't grow food as well, because I've got this wee area back here. Right, and it was going to be my little farm area, then I completely forgot that you can't actually put food. So it's actually just like a bit of a little bit of a, I guess, what's the word? A little bit of a shrine to old Earl there. But then you've got back here. Let me show you some of the custom bespoke stuff I made. So like I had a lot of fun making these really scrappy, random little shacks. Like just kind of mashing bits together and kind of seeing what comes of them. And it worked out so well. It was so much fun. Just... I love these more relaxed rules. It's a shame we don't have these more relaxed rules generally in the base, kind of like outside of the shelters. But it was, I thoroughly enjoyed kind of suddenly having all of this stuff to play with, which is quite grand. There is actually an area behind here. So if I go to Foam Magic, you'll see it. Just see it there, yeah. I just closed it off because I knew I wouldn't have enough build limit. But also, I figured if I get like another shelter, I can just put this as like a doorway to a different shelter. And I can kind of make this as just like one kind of long train of shelters. This area right here is a little bit emptier because I ran out of stuff. So I just shoved a bit. But the thing is about the cave is it doesn't look weird with loads of empty space. The vault looks weird with empty space. This one doesn't because it's a cave. You would have areas which aren't built up. But yeah, no, absolutely incredibly pleased, dare I say chuffed, with how this turned out. It's just, it's grand. I love it so much. It's so cool. I'm going to try and do something, like make probably a short video on like making like the entrance, because I wanted to do like a camp built around the rather large, I don't think I can show it here. You can see how much build limit I've used as well. There we go, so this thing here, except it is a horrific nightmare to place. It's sort of like, you can see it always starts quite close to you, and even on flat ground it doesn't place properly. It's a bit of a ball ache, but you do have this wee doorway here, but as you can see it kind of looks like it's got a texture missing. It's not a bad doorway, but just that texture, like that blue, looks a bit odd. I think it's like almost like the bump mapping hasn't loaded in. It's a bit strange, but other than that, minor niggling things. I'm just so pleased with how this turned out, and it is such a nice little area. I have an idea that I can maybe make it like a bat cave or something. But yeah, I've already used one of these, so give me more caves, please, Bethesda. But yeah, let me know what you've made. I've seen some quite cool creative ones already on Twitter. Yeah, definitely tweet me any stuff, or just kind of, let me know in the comments what kind of things you strung together. But yeah, no, so good. So good. So good. That right there is my favourite bit. That's the thumbnail right there, isn't it? But anyway, for those who are watching video live, I was off last week because it was my birthday week, and also it was the football, so I just streamed. I didn't make any videos, but I'm back, and I'm now Italy won, and I'm now 34, so I have no birthdays for a year, and there's no World Cup for a year and a half, so no delays until probably at least Christmas. But anyway, I'll be streaming again later this week, maybe pushing back 76 a little bit because there seem to be a few server issues. So I might stream some Fallout 4 and maybe get some other games to play with friends, which will be quite grand. But until that point, you guys enjoy the rest of your week. I'll speak to you lovely people soon. As always, follow me on Twitter. And yes, you take care.